What's going on, TI family? Peace, love, light to all my strong targeted warriors out there combating Satan's evil scheme on a daily basis. Hopefully, this message brings you comfort and light. First of all, I want to thank God for allowing me to endure for this long because a human being cannot by themselves go against these demonic forces without God. My name is Derek Jackson. I'm a 32-year-old black male, and I'm a targeted individual. I believe everything has to go through God's consent in order for it to be created. So, with that being said, I think this program wants to make sure God's elect don't fall astray. Because through this program, I realize chasing women, don't matter. Being the best rapper, don't matter. Having the best rides, don't matter. Being the toughest guy, it just don't matter. Soon, all these things will just fade away through time and will be forgotten. Even King Solomon said, with all his glory and all his riches and all the women, he had about 1,000 wives and about 300 some concubines. He was living too good. I mean, I can't even imagine. But he even realized through all that he possessed, all that right there was meaningless. And he said the only thing that mattered was God, you know? So it's hard to believe sometimes that God would allow innocent people to go through this. But they are such things as generational curses and bondages. So it might not be your fault that you're targeted and in this program. You probably just might be the next target in the family tree due to what somebody else has done in in the previous generations, you know? But still, you have to keep your sanity and remain calm, through these trials and tribulations, and that speaks volumes, of your soul, your spirit, and of your overall character. Through all the humiliation, through all the rejection, through all the letdowns, you still haven't given up. And that speaks volumes. And I want to say I'm proud of you for not getting arrested. Woo! I'm proud of you for not committing suicide. Woo-hoo-hoo! You know? I'm proud of you for not going to a nut house. I'm proud of you for not getting a psychological evaluation and being diagnosed with some fake mental disorder and being stripped from your rights. We are stronger than we know. The problem is we're still human. And most humans are a slave to their fleshly desires. We've been programmed since birth, with money, women, mansions, trying to be a celebrity, one day hitting the lottery, drugs, alcohol, low vibrational music, low vibrational family, and low vibrational friends that we love has all been set in place to keep us from the truth and manipulated and controlled by Satan to prevent prophecy from being fulfilled, to buy the enemy time, right? And Satan's kingdom is growing by the day. So you need to ask yourself, has this program made you better or worse? Because it's made me better. Even though I wish I was never a part of this program, it has gave me a tunnel vision. Excuse me, I'm a little down on the weather right now. It has gave me a tunnel vision of focusing on things that really matter in life, which is God, which is love, which is family, which is building happiness around those things. Everything else is simply made for God's glory and to show people living in this dark, and I mean dark, and I mean dark world, that there is still light, family, and we're that light, you know? Let's not give up on being that light. We're on the good side. Like when Anakin Skywalker off Star Wars, when he was a Jedi, full of righteousness and discipline. But through time, this program can turn you into Darth Vader. And you voluntarily or involuntarily join the program to your own demise. Look at this program as proof that we are protected by a positive spiritual force. And God is giving us opportunity to lead many souls to Him through our actions and character. I know I'm not perfect, but I strive every day to better myself. Every day is a challenge to put your fleshly desires to death and start being an example, you see, of what you want people to be. If this program is wicked, then we should show people what righteousness looks like through our actions because we have to be the change we want people to be, right? And through all the unfortunate events and uncomfortable mishaps, it makes it extremely difficult to maintain a righteous character all day through the ups and downs of everyday life, right? But as long as we put our best foot forward, resisting the low vibrational traps, and even if we slip up, thank God we're not dead and keep striving, ignoring the noise campaigns. The fact that we haven't slipped up and God gives us breath to live on is a sign God is still giving us a chance to shine that light and be a good example towards the world. Also, when we're down, it might mean God wants us to draw a little bit closer and meditate in His Word, pray continually, maybe even fast, which is something I don't do. Well, one day I try to do, but that fasting part, you can get a little bit hard. Maybe, just stopping, going micro with the fasting part, just certain things that I just haven't done. But just that fast where you're not drinking water, eating food, I ain't got to that point yet. I ain't there yet, you know. But you just want to surround yourself with positive, high vibrational people. Or put yourself in high vibrational areas. If people are bringing you down through their energy, through whatever, you know what I'm saying? Mainly, let's just say the energy. If it's you're around people and you feel drained around those people and you're not strong enough to bring them up, you need to steer away from those people. You want to know why? Because misery loves company and it's contagious. It's a whole pandemic of misery going on right now. And it's easy for you to catch it. Before you know it, you could just be angry, irritated, and you don't even know why. You know what I mean? Like, you don't even know why you're angry, irritated, right? Even though us target individuals' life will never be the same, we have to continue to be as normal and level headed as possible. We have to be level headed. Only high vibrational, trusted people should you express your gang stalking to, because everybody else is definitely, and I mean definitely, going to make you seem like you're crazy, and they will gaslight you to the moon and back. So good luck with that. So be wise how you express yourself. And if you pray, I pray for discernment to know who to connect with and who to stay away from, you know? Don't worry about the tactics because it's set to break you. You have to rise above the harassment and continue to move like this program doesn't exist. But just know you're being monitored 24/7. I mean 25/8. But still adapt and move on. Because if you're not, you'll become shattered glass, a broken individual. Have fun, embrace your flaws, and know you've been chosen by God. Like, if we really sit back and ponder, that's the best blessing you can ask for. And if you continue to strive, be the best version of yourself, guaranteed, guaranteed, you'll attract the right people for you. And doors of opportunity will open like never before. because God is more powerful than AI. You have to know that. You have to believe that. If we wasn't protected, we would have been killed. Do you know these people have technology to concentrate microwave frequencies to shut down our organs and make it look like a natural cause of death? So it's really something protecting us, right? Because if these gang stalkers really have the power we think they have, we would have been dead a long time ago. But by us being still alive speaks volumes. Let's not take God's protection in vain. Let's not suffer in vain because everything we do outside of God is meaningless and will fade like vapor. You know what scriptures are really good, in my opinion, through difficult times? Psalms, the book of praise, orchestrated by King David, and Proverbs, the book of wisdom, orchestrated by King Solomon, King David's son. These two books helps me out a lot. For example, Proverbs chapter 27, verse 1 says, do not boast about tomorrow. You know what I mean? That really stood out to me, you know, because we don't know what will happen in the next 5 minutes. So that just lets me know I should take every opportunity to thank God, because next 2 minutes I can die. Next 60 seconds I can die. You know what I mean? So I need to thank God and show his glory through everything we do because most of our plans we put off to serve him later. That's just human nature because we want to be served first. We want to be served first. That's just human nature. It's just something about us that we just have to be served. But in this program, we definitely want to be served because we're constantly harassed on a global scale and we feel like the world owes us. But that's highly untrue because we indulge in low vibrational frequencies, meaning we sin too, so we're no different. So we need God now. And we have to serve others when we feel it in our hearts because some people will take advantage. And that's where discernment steps in, to separate the real from the fake. My TI family, we come from all walks of life, but this is not about religion, it's about our souls here, which is the immortal portion of us that lives on, and we can give that away and be separated from God through fear and manipulation tactics to prevent people from repenting and following God. So keep in mind, unless you die in sin or are being dragged to hell, you can never sell your soul. That is a tactic the devil uses to trick people into serving him faithfully. Let me say that again. Unless you die in sin or are being dragged to hell, you can never sell your soul. That is a tactic the devil uses to trick people into serving him faithfully. Every individual has equal right to repent, but some people's hearts have been so darkened, so callous, that it would take an absolute miracle for them to change. Like me, for instance, through this program. I found myself getting closer to God and using the hatred people throw at me and convert that energy into motivation. Like that T.I. song, Motivation, Fuel to Our Fire. So let the gang stalkers ignite that holy fire in you and push you like never before to bring out the best version of yourself. Please don't linger on mistakes and mishaps. Simply learn to move on and do better each time. And know that I'm proud of you for getting up after each mistake because we're not perfect. I'm proud of you, my TI brothers and sisters. May God give this message to the right ears. With that being said, my TI family, I love you truly and deeply. Peace and God bless.